You probably hear it all the time and for good reason, but the most essential part in getting cinematic images for your videos and your films is your lighting. But I don't have a lot of money, Sam, I hear you say. Well, this video right here is designed to give you several different options for those looking to up their lighting game, even just a tiny bit, but on a tight budget. Okay, first, a light source. You can't start getting creative with your lighting if you don't have lights to begin with, so an ultra budget option are these. These are a pair of super cheap daylight bulbs you buy from the local supermarket. And then this is a floor lamp from IKEA. Combined, you have a pretty solid source of light with an adjustable tilt angle to go with. The tip here is to purchase a bulb with a Kelvin temperature of over 4000, as close to 5600 as you can get, so we get some of those nice cooler tones into our image rather than those warm tungsten tones that don't often look as nice. So that's setup one, a cheap floor lamp and a set of those daylight bulbs from your local supermarket. Here's our first example of a basic interview style of shot you can achieve with this lighting setup. If you want to have a little more control over your lighting but still don't want to fork out the big bucks yet, then I've actually found shooting with LIFX bulbs to be a really effective method as well. These run you about 50 bucks each, and yet now we not only have the ability to control the intensity of our lights, which is super helpful, but we can also adjust the white temperature or even the color if we want to start getting really on top of our lighting. So here's that same interview shot setup, but now with a LIFX bulb acting as our key and another LIFX bulb acting as our fill. Before we step things up a notch even further, it's probably worthwhile mentioning the crucial aspect of softening our lighting. If you leave your light source pointing directly at your subject without any diffusion whatsoever, then you end up with fairly significant harsh lighting, which is generally considered to be unflattering for your subject. There's two ways to soften our lighting that I'm going to show you here today: ultra budget and somewhat budget. So for ultra budget, the easiest way to go about softening our lighting is to grab a good hunk of baking paper and then mounting that any way you like, perhaps with a bit of tape, in front of your light source, which will then act as a nice level of diffusion. The second, still somewhat budget yet way more professional option is this 5-in-1 reflector kit. As the name suggests, this is a reflector kit that gives you the flexibility of using it in 5 different ways. So we have a gold reflector, a silver reflector, and a white reflector, each of which can be used to bounce light. Then we have a black portion, which can be used for blocking and shaping light. And finally, a diffusion portion, which is what I primarily use this kit for. Once you attach the diffusion to the stand that it comes with, you can then shine your light through it to create beautiful, soft lighting. Okay, from there, the next step up in terms of budget are dedicated LED video lights. Now, there are a range that you can purchase in just about any budget you can think of, but I've just recently got myself a pair of these APURTURE AL-H198C LED video lights, as well as 2 cheap light stands. And these lights are really great as they are still small and compact, but offer a great output of light. The cool part is they offer dimming capabilities and the ability to change the white temperature as well, and they even come with these diffusion panels which clip on neatly to the lights themselves. For power, they run off a single Sony MPF battery and each come with one provided in the kit, but they are pretty small and the lights will chew through them very quickly, so better to grab a few of these bigger Sony MP batteries so you're not left shooting in the dark. These lights are also incredibly accurate at rendering color as well, with a CRI rating of 95+, which is just about as high as you can get with LED video lights, and it means they're going to produce no color shift, which means our videos are going to be looking as accurate and high quality as we can get them with these lights. Here's our final shot using the APURTURE LED video lights with the key light shooting through the 5-in-1 diffusion layer and the fill light with its own diffusion panel clipped on and dimmed about halfway. So let's now compare each of these lighting setups back to back so you can get a better view. Here's setup 1 with the supermarket daylight bulbs. After that, we move to the LIFX bulbs with one shooting through the 5-in-1 reflector diffusion and the other through the baking paper. And finally, the 2 APURTURE LED video lights. And here are all of those shots in the one frame for you to compare. But there you have it, a range of lighting options which will cater to anyone working on a budget but in different price categories. If you liked the video and found it helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, that really helps me out. And if you love the video and like the sort of content that I produce, why not hit subscribe, and also while you're at it, hit that bell icon so that you stay notified each time that I release a new video. But that's it, guys. All of the products I've talked about throughout the video will be included as links in the notes below. And if you want to see any other budget filmmaking videos from me, then make sure you let me know in the comments as well. But that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will catch you later.